Most of us spend a significant uh, portion of our lives at work. And while this can be a place of purpose and fulfillment, it's also a place of irritation and disappointment. It's very disheartening when working with others, and it just seems like you can't get any cooperation. One starts thinking that they care more about something than the other person does, and all those things really impact, well, everything. Welcome to Meaningful Meditations, Applications for Every Day. I'm Charlotte, and today we're looking at real practical solutions for daily stressors. Sister Priya, what is the best course of action when working with others that just don't seem to be responding in the way that we want them to?
Yes, it's a very common problem one faces, right, in the workplace, because workplace is where there's a lot of competition involved, like trying to prove each other, trying to get the work done at the same time. And some people are trying to get the work done, some people are trying to do less work, some people are trying to keep their position, some people are trying to keep their name. So there's a lot of variety of people you face in a workplace, and then there's also a lot of stressful situations that come, and main thing is understanding people's personality and working with them. So people management, as we would say, is specifically to your question, one thing I would suggest is to really be in your self-esteem, because when I am centered in my self-esteem, I don't have to prove myself to others, because when I'm not very confident about the work I deliver, the talents I have, the specialities I have, or the past achievements I do have them, but I'm not grounded too much on it. I forget myself, or my self-esteem is not very high, that I need someone's approval or someone's reminder to say, oh, you did a good job. If I am constantly looking forward to receive appreciation, acknowledgement, or approval of what I do, then I'm going to be very disappointed. And especially when someone steals my work away or steals my life spotlight, then it's going to be very disappointing, and I will be upset because you deserve the praise, you deserve the promotion, you deserve the acknowledgement. But often I have seen that when you always fight for what you deserve, sometimes it seems what you deserve runs away. It runs far away from you, right? Because the more you fight for what you want, it seems like the goal goes further away. So, what I see is the more I let go of this external gratification of praise, appreciation, approval, the more I feel happy with myself, because I just keep focusing on my work and let the result come as it comes. I don't have to go and grab it. I don't have to go and say, look at me, I did so much work. You know what I mean? So the
Yeah,
more I seek for spotlight, the spotlight goes away. So the more I let it go, I will receive it whenever it comes to me.
I think it's a real challenge when I'm thinking about even generationally. Like, I'm of the generation, you won, you lost, it didn't really matter. You played a game, you had fun. And then in other generations, everybody got a trophy, whether you won or not. And I think that that idea of always feeling like you have to have that acknowledgement, it, it sounds like what you're saying is that's drowning us in really what we're going for. It gets lost in this kind of crazy translation. Am I understanding you correctly?
Yeah, definitely. That's the right thing. So because it drains us, the more you look for acknowledgement, and it feels like I'm performing. I don't have to perform. I am just doing what I love, or I am doing what is necessary so I can earn my bread and butter. I don't need I don't need your spotlight or praise to tell me that okay, you're good, you're doing a job to earn your bread and butter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So often we get lost in those things, in external gratification.
What are some things that we can do when we feel it coming, or how do we stop? Because I think it just becomes so ingrained in who we are that I'm not sure we can recognize it.
Yeah, I think the first thing though, that's a beautiful question, because how do I know it? I think it all starts from your heart. It all starts from, you will notice it when you see someone is praised right in front of you.
Uh,
Say, say a team member gets more, more recognition than you. And you said, well, I put more energy into this project than him. Why I am not recognized? Of course, you deserve to be recognized. But if I chase after that recognition, if I'm going to go and prove my point or show others, look, this is what I did. Or if I can't do anything about it, what we do, we gossip about it in our lunchtime to our I did so much. Like that's how you're venting because you can't do anything because you tried your best, no one noticed you, no one recognized you, and so you went about it, you gossip about it because that's the maximum you can do. But what happens in this process is you lose your peace of mind, you lose your interest, you feel that you're not important and you are not getting what you deserve, and this is going to demotivate you and decrease your morale to go next day to work, or overall you become unhappy with your workplace because you did not get what you want or what you deserve even. So I think that's the first way to identify that, can I tolerate someone's recognition, can I tolerate someone going higher than me, someone getting promoted than me, so can I tolerate that? And that's the sign to see what's going on with you.
So let's take that idea just one step closer, Sister Priya. So let's say I practice that and I say, yes, am I going to be able to handle this when somebody else gets the praise? And let's say that I do.
Mhm.
It seems to me then that should come out to be something a bit more positive. And it would be nice to kind of walk through potentially what that looks like, because I think it's easy for us to identify what the bad looks like and
Yeah.
not always what the good looks like. Do you mind walking through that?
Yeah. So if I do it, what happens is like I stay in my own cloud of respect, an own cloud of creativity, own cloud of peace, that no one steals my peace, no one takes my talent away, and no one can take what I deserve. So I walk in that cloud. I walk in that, even I would say, a pure pride where I don't have to prove myself to anyone. And I strongly believe I will receive what I put my effort for. I will receive it. Maybe it's just a matter of time, there might be some delays, there might be some other participants who can steal my spotlight, but that's absolutely fine. I will walk in my cloud, and I strongly believe I will receive what I deserve. And no one can snatch it away from me. I think that is the confidence you will have if you are able to practice this.
It just seems so empowering and energizing thinking about it that way.
Yeah, I feel if you could keep this inner feeling that who am I working for? Am I working? Of course, externally, all of us have responsibilities,
Sure.
bills to pay, take care of family, even, support your dreams. That's fine. But internally, I'm working that by pure intention. If I can set my intention, I'm not working for anybody. I'm not working even for that external gratification of money, name, and position, all those things. I'm working so that I love what I do,
Mm.
or if I don't love what I do, at least I'm doing it as a sense of duty. It's my duty so that I can take care of my responsibilities, and that is more enough than external things. If I run after external things, then if I may be happy when I get it, and I will not be happy when I don't get it, and I can't live my life on that, because life is very unpredictable. Today you may receive something, tomorrow you may not receive something, but I
Right.
can't place my happiness on that unpredictability, that I'm always, earning for things to work out for me. So what we are learning here is like, irrespective of external things, irrespective of what you deserve, irrespective of what life gives you, create a state of mind in such a way that you don't get bombarded by external changes, but ability to stay still, to be in that peace, to be in the joy of self satisfaction, because that is going to give you a lot of peace of mind, and you will be happy when things come to you, and you will not lose your ground when things don't come to you.
I think it's a really wonderful thing for us to practice going forward, sister. Thank you so much. If you like this material, please be sure to subscribe below, and we'll see you next time. Thank you,
Thank you.
sister.
Thank you, Charlotte.